Hello, welcome to today's video. I'm really excited because today we're going to talk about attachment styles. And basically, if you have an anxious attachment style and you feel like you actually end up attracting people who are avoidant or who don't really give you attention or who basically don't show up the way that you want them to, this is probably a video for you to watch for you to actually stop these kind of like a little bit toxic patterns, okay? So, listen, your girl is in Bali. I moved here. I've been wanting to move here since 2023, 2022. And to be honest, it's always been a place that I really wanted to go to and just try out. And I've really been actually living my best life. So, happy days. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. So, we move. Listen, okay. So, basically, the girlies who kind of really feel the anxious attachment style and all of this, there's a reason for that, okay? And basically what happens is that when we're very little, okay, it could be from like literally the minute that we're born up to the age of 7. Usually that's when we absorb the most. And really depending on how our parents treated us and how much attention they gave us or how much nourishment they gave us in terms of affection, that kind of establishes how we're going to feel in relationships or dating or even with our friends. Okay. So that develops a certain attachment style. Okay. And I think you guys know this. If you're here, you've probably heard about it, you've probably learned about it. But the main thing is, what do you actually do with it? Okay. Because if you're constantly attracting men that are like, meh, whatever, like, get away from me, it's obviously not good. It's going to make you feel like shit. And in fact, it makes you feel a little bit more anxious and it makes you overthink, like, are they texting back? All of this, right? So obviously, I talk a lot about that, like this kind of anxiety that you feel whenever somebody is not texting back and they're not giving you enough attention, okay? Or that, or maybe you're feeling that way anyway. So I think number one thing that you need to know that is so important and that I wish I had learned sooner is that yes, you may have like your kind of like baseline attachment style. So maybe you call it anxious, or maybe it's anxious avoidant or disorganized, as we call it, or maybe it's secure, or maybe you only have like you have a secure attachment style, but you're kind of steered towards the anxious sometimes, right? Depending on like the situation. So here is the reality check for you that I actually learned like a lot later in life. And I didn't even learn in my psychology when I was studying psychology. I learned from experience and from doing my own research afterwards is that even if, okay, even if you're prone to having an anxious attachment style, what is important for you to know and listen to me very clearly and replay it if you need to, is that even if you have that, it really largely depends on the type of person that you actually connect with. Okay, so say for example, you have a situation where you're falling for this person, for this guy who has an avoidant attachment style. Okay. And you literally feel like your body is unsafe. You feel like shit. You are triggered as fuck and you don't know what you're doing and you don't know why you're feeling so dysregulated and all over the place. Okay. And this is with a person who is like avoidant, who doesn't really bother, who's like kind of like stepping back and he's like, blah, right? Doesn't communicate healthily either. Like he doesn't like establish the what the situation is, what the boundaries are, what the non-boundaries are, all of this stuff, right? Like your typical situation that we hear a lot about with women. And option B is where you have the secure attachment style, right? So you have the situation with a person who has a secure attachment style and they communicate healthily what it is that they want with you, what it is that they whether like they communicate their boundaries. Look, like I can't talk because da 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 da. Like you basically you have a connection with somebody who actually knows what they're doing and knows like who listens to you and who understands and is able to like hold space for you and just whatever it means for basically someone who is sensible and reasonable and is like has their shit together and yeah, just secure attachment stuff. Okay, so okay, this is really important for you to understand. The pattern here, like, is that you will feel comfortable here, okay? And in option A, you will feel like complete and utter shit, okay? So this is likely going to happen if you are more prone to like this anxious attachment style where you feel very like insecure and you need reassuring of like that everything is okay. Okay, so basically option A is going to make you feel like complete and utter crap, and option B is going to make you feel safe. Okay, so what happens is that you may have a certain attachment style, okay? And you may be working on that through therapy and all of these things. But what you need to know, and is so important for you to know, is that even if you're drawn towards the avoidant, please try to steer towards the secure because it's going to have a massive, massive impact on everything, on how your body feels, on how secure you feel, on how relaxed you feel. The biggest, honestly, it's the biggest game changer. And it's something that you need to know because, like, if you're that type of person who keeps falling into the same pattern of like, I don't know, I just keep going for like these guys who are not emotionally available and they don't text me back and then they don't plan the next day and they don't let me know why, la 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 la. Snap out of it and start going for the ones who are the right ones. And that is literally the solution. Spend less time on the shit and spend more time on the good. It's actually really that simple. And that means that you will spend less time healing and just constantly having to fix your shit and having to like fix this emotional havoc that these people have caused. Okay. It's really important to understand where people are at because we need to be aware that like where they are at in their own energy is going to affect us. It's going to impact us, right? So like you need to know where is this person at? Can they like, do they have capacity to even share their energy with me? Like all of these things. The secure attachment is likely going to communicate straight away, oh, actually, like I'm only available for friendship. Oh, actually, like I don't really have time for this because da 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 da. Or else they'll let you know, actually, yeah, I do want to spend time with you, blah, blah, blah. Usually they will have their communication skills together. Okay. And they will make you feel safe. And that is the whole point because basically, if a person does not feel safe to you and they're sending these mixed signals of like fight or flight and like you're there wondering what the fuck is going on, like that is not good for that anxious attachment style. And in fact, it's not great for secure either. Like it's not amazing. It just doesn't feel good. But particularly for you, I'm talking to the girlies who have like a little angsty attachment style, which actually I know a lot of. And I've been there as well. Trust me, like even certain people trigger that off in me and I'm like, and I actually like really like step away from that space because I'm like, I don't like how that feels. I don't really like, yeah. So certain people, even if like you were steering more towards a secure attachment style and you're like, why is this person making me feel this way? Like trust your gut. Trust yourself. Trust how your body feels around them. Like step away. So honestly, that is the most important thing that you need to know from this video and take away from it because like that will save you so much heartache, so much headache, so much annoyance, so much frustration, so much head wreck. Like don't go for it. Like again, okay, I named my koala teddy Bali because like I just felt like I didn't really have a name for her or him. And now it's called Bali. Completely off track. But anyway, what I mean is spend less time on this shit and spend more attention and time on the good because that means that, my friend, law of attraction will be your best friend because you're actually spending attention and time on the things that you actually like and you're like, yes, please, thank you, more of that. Whereas if you're spending all of your time absorbing these like not texting back, what's happening, no, 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 no. Like, leave those people aside with love and light. Like, it's like, oh, that's not for me. That's not resonating with me and what I'm looking for or what I would like to be treated like. So, therefore, they get filtered out. And you need to have a filter. You really need to honestly take care of your well being and have the filter of like, this person seems like an avoidant and they're making me feel very anxious and uncomfortable. You can communicate it once if you like. It's like, hey, I'm actually used to like, you know, active communication and just like you can literally say that. And if that's not your vibe, that's cool. Like, but it's not my vibe to be this way. So just letting you know, you only have to say it once. Please do not send big paragraphs, especially if you don't know the person that well. Please don't do that. Like it's just not cool. It's not even that's not cool. It's just you're wasting your own energy on somebody who doesn't even give a shit. Okay, so like literally don't do that. Just like say it once, just like, hey, like I'm actually not I'm not feeling this because I'm used to this way of communication. I'm like more kind of like a stable sense of communication. I don't know what the fuck you want to communicate it. Like I'm just what I expect from people is like a more just basically more communication. So if that's not your vibe, that's cool. Just letting you know, literally that's all you need to do. You don't need to throw a tantrum. You don't need to be like, why? Because if they're not meant to be, they're not meant to be. And that's perfect. They get filtered out, scared, like it scares them off that you're looking for healthy communication. Perfect. Please get scared off and then you move on and you do your thing. That's literally all you need to do, my love. Like your energy has been saved. Now you have energy for yourself and for the right people. Boom. So, like, basically, that is my little snippet of like if you have that anxious attachment style, if you feel like quite anxious around certain people or around certain men and that like just are not able to communicate because they're not in that place or they don't have capacity or they've had issues before and they haven't healed them, whatever the reason is, it doesn't matter. That's not your issue. You're not a therapist, babe. So like that's it. Move on. That's literally it. Float along and move over to this side, to the healthy, secure side. It's so much more fun, honestly. It's like so much, it gives you so much peace. Oh my God. It makes your heart feel safe. You're not like having this like, what's happening? Like, no. You want like you want your head to feel like light. You want to be in a light, like relaxed energy of like, oh, this person communicates whatever they need to say. Like that's cool. Or, they're like checking in on me and just like asking how I am. Da da da. How normal does that sound? Like, please stop torturing yourself. Like, if you have that anxious attachment style, stay away from option A because they're not for you. They're all for you, and that's it. And it's going to save you a lot of like heartache, headache, and everything I said before. So, baby, like, try do that for yourself, and let me know how it goes because I can assure you that if you do that consistently, if you really do that, and you filter out option A's, like all the option A's are going to just be filtered out, and then you only have space for the good, like secure kind of vibe, and you're just going to feel so much better in yourself because that's the way it's meant to be, babe. Like you deserve healthy communication styles. Like you deserve somebody who wants to talk to you and who wants to like make conversation and let you know how things are and be honest. And why the fuck not? That's exactly what you deserve, and you deserve that and better. So like go with it. Okay. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say because I just know that there are a lot of people out here with anxious attachment styles and it can really cause a lot of pain, to be honest. But anyways, that's that. I really wanted to do videos on this, to be honest. But I'm going to brainstorm on some other things that are like similar that people are struggling with at the moment in terms of like whether that's dating or in relationships as well. So that's it, baby girl. I'm actually a little bit tired to be honest because I didn't really sleep that much last night because I went to yoga this morning and it was actually puppy yoga, which meant that there were a lot of puppies around me and they were on my back. So it was actually worth waking up early for, to be honest. It was very much worth it. But anyway, I hope you have a beautiful day and I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope that it helped a lot because that is literally the intention. I want to help as many women as possible who like struggle with these things and I just want to feel peace. Like honestly, that is life. But anyway, I love you lots. Have a beautiful day and speak soon.